As we start, uh, we can have a round of questions, and if you can answer some of the questions I'm placing here, so that will be great. And that will help me in understanding your requirements and your backgrounds. What's your current knowledge of Lean and Six Sigma right now? Okay, so I see. Uh, I've heard the term, but don't know much. Okay, so maximum people are saying that. I know the basics. Some people are also aware of the basics. And okay, one person has done or some projects using Lean Six Sigma as well. Okay, although one, but yes, still there is one. Okay, so yes, if you can participate in this poll, that will help me. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. We'll go to the next poll. Next question. What's your main reason for joining this training? To get the certificate? Okay. Okay. Out of curiosity. Okay, of course, everyone will get the certificate. So don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks a lot. The next question. And those who have just joined in, welcome to the training program. We are just starting. Which industry do you currently work in? So which industry you belong to? We have, let's say, which industry is leading in this session. Okay. Oh, today, healthcare. Okay, lots of healthcare. Oh, manufacturing too, education, banking, IT, construction. Okay. Oh, in construction, I also do a lean construction workshop, although I'll be talking about lean concepts today also, but there's a separate lean construction workshop I do. I'm sure you are aware of it. And I've done these training programs live in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, etc. Okay, great. Next question. Okay, so which department you are working in right now? So many of you are working in quality, IT, operations. Okay, HR also, one person. Okay, some 2 or 3 people are from HR as well. Okay, great. Hmm. Okay, fine, great. So thank you, thanks for that. And any more questions are there? Let me know. Okay, great. Good to know, and good to have all of you here. Okay, so I've just created the agenda, and first I'll be okay. Yeah, so this is the agenda. First, I'll be starting with Lean and Six Sigma. Of course, if you want to know the full agenda, let me tell you. The agenda is like this. Okay. Are you able to see my? Yeah, you're able to see, right? Yeah, great. Okay. Okay, welcome to the training. Yeah. So I have so many people today, and I may not be able to. Yeah. So thank you, Abhinav, Muhammad, Ahmad, Vimal, Austin. You can also write which country you are, joining from, and okay, and yes, Mr. Ahmad. I think. Hi, Mr. Ahmad. How are you? Okay. Dubai, UK. Okay, Stuart from UK. Welcome. I'm in Australia right now. Oman, Kuwait, Ireland. Harish from Ireland. Okay. Yeah, sir, from Qatar. So Qatar, Sidra Hospital, I have done lots of training programs, and other Qatar Energy as well. I have done some training programs, and apart from that, yeah, okay. Hmm. Oh, so I'll not. Okay. So if you want to interact with me, you can always write in the chat box, and that will help me to read the messages right away. You can write the questions in the Q&A a little later, but right now during the training, it's better to interact with me. Muzaffar from KSA. Okay, great, Stuart. Okay, I'd like to. Um, I'll just quickly take you through the agenda. So we'll start with the introduction to Lean and Six Sigma. Of course, I'll introduce myself as people are still joining in, and typically it happens first 5 to 10 minutes. People keep joining in, so I'll spend my time in introducing myself and the company. Then we'll do a project. We'll do a project using Lean and Six Sigma methodology, which is known as DMAC: Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. And I see people from almost all industries today. So we'll choose a very neutral process on which we can apply Lean and Six Sigma. And this could be something like a recruitment process or um, procurement process. Some if I also do program for Lean and Six Sigma for healthcare, Lean and Six Sigma for manufacturing, Lean and Six Sigma for logistics, for construction, but to be very frank, all tools and techniques can be applied to all industries. So it doesn't matter, which industry you're from. All the tools are applicable to you without any doubt. So, if we have time, I will also, if you are willing to stay a little longer, like for example, half an hour, I may maybe explain some of the topics in more detail too. Okay, let's see now what we can. Yeah, let's introduce let's introduce each other. Okay, you have already told me about yourself. I'll introduce the company and myself as well. I have the company exists for the last 20 years, and it has been doing lots of work almost in all continents, and trained more than 150,000 people in Lean and Six Sigma, project management, AI, etc. And about me, I'm a chemical engineer, MBA finance, also amateur poet. Um, did my black belt, a lot of money I spent in the 1990s, late 1990s. I started my career as a production engineer, but late and project manager. After that, after 10 years, when I became a master black belt, I totally changed to Lean and Six Sigma consulting. And since then, I have been guiding lots of projects. So almost, I would say, total 35 years of experience. And out of that, yeah, like I think I should change this. It is not 1990 I started, so it has been 36. Okay. Okay, so a quick update there. And then we have got, out of that, 26 years is into Lean and Six Sigma, hardcore Lean and Six Sigma. It started in Europe, but I moved on to Middle East and did lots of projects in India too, and then Australia. Right now, I'm in Australia, and I'm doing some projects here. I'm consulting for some three biggest companies in Australia. Those who are from Australia, they would know which companies I'm talking about. And the best part is, one is from healthcare, one is from manufacturing, fertilizers company, and one is a logistics company, and even you can say retail company. So yeah, and same thing in KSA also, King Fahd Medical City, Dr. Sulman Habib, Aramco, SABIC, all the major names in UAE, ADNOC, Ferrari World, Warner Brothers, and Qatar. I already told you, Qatar Energy, and Kuwait. Lots of companies I've consulted, and because I have been conducting the training programs for the last 25 years, Uh, Almost everyone knows me in the Lean and Six Sigma circle, and I keep getting assignments uh, sitting at home. But I can also tell you that there's a huge requirement. Now, this is something which AI cannot replace. Consulting for hardcore processes. AI cannot replace. Of course, AI can assist it, but it cannot replace. So people, as you know, those who have attended some of the AI training programs or AI conferences, they know some of the jobs cannot be replaced by AI. And Lean and Six Sigma consulting is one of them. It is about understanding the processes, going to the processes, meeting the people, understanding, doing a Gemba. Gemba means going to the field, going to the place of action. Yeah, I also always show this photograph. This is I take pride in telling that I conducted the first ever Lean and Six Sigma Black Belt training program in whole of Middle East. And that was in 2007, and that was for a hospital. And then immediately next week, I conducted for oil, the biggest oil company of the world. I already told you the name. Then, yeah, so although I started in Europe, but now today, as of now, our 60% of the clients are from Middle East, and National Healthcare Service in UK. Uh, it has also done the. I have provided my services there, and also one more thing, when you do a Lean and Six Sigma training, when you undergo a Lean and Six Sigma training, we also do a project. Not today, you are a yellow belt, so you don't have to do a project, but I will be doing a project for you. But when you come to my green belt session or a black belt session, that time I will do the project together with you. So if you are interested, of course, some people are just interested in watching, but those who are interested, they do the projects with me, and they fill in the template, they do all the calculations and all the analysis. And I will be showing some glimpses of that analysis today. Obviously, I cannot tell you to do it, because the purpose of today's session is just to give you a wide overview of what exactly Lean and Six Sigma is about. But when you do a green belt or a black belt project, and if you are doing a real project, I'm talking about real project, then you also present this project to me or your sponsor or your managers, if you are doing it in your own company, and then we give you certificate. So this is one gentleman, one black belt, who has just presented his project, and he has got certified. He's talking about it. And well, we have Alex with us, and he has done excellent Lean and Six Sigma projects in National Healthcare Service and in hospitals. So, Alex, would you like to tell us something about it?
Hello, I'm Alex Wells, Head of Service Improvement at the Royal Liverpool University Hospital. I've been really fortunate to present today on how us as a trust are using Lean and Six Sigma principles to deliver better care for our patients. I've presented today on a lot of the work that we've done around how we've improved patient outcomes, reducing mortality, improving length of stay, and also talked about how we can actually realise some financial benefits from that. Over the past 2 years, we've been really fortunate that we've done some good work, and it's actually delivered us £2 million worth of quality efficiencies through delivering better patient care.
So as I said, that every project delivers money. Okay, now there are lots of credentials, but I will just move forward, because now we have to learn also some photographs just to prove that I really know Six Sigma. I also appeared for.
Hi, I'm Shekhar Suman, and I wish to congratulate all the Six Sigma certified black belt from Anexas. All the best.
That was the business show around 12 years ago. And participated in quality.
On 21st of May 2019, I'm going to speak in American Society of Quality's
So I have spoken continuously for 10 years in American Society of Quality, and every alternate year, I make it a point that I present some of my work there. And it's an honor to have railways, Saudi Railways, Indian Railways, American Railways. They are all our clients. Well, I think last video, Ministry of Health in Saudi Arabia and health ministers Dr. Tarif Alama, and now Dr. Muhammad Abdul Ali. They have also been our participants. So these are some of the things I just wanted to share with you. And now let us, I think many people have joined in now. And yes, so those who have just joined in, I saw last 5 minutes, around 15, 20 people joined in. So you've not missed out. We're waiting for you. Don't worry. We're waiting for you. So you're just giving a delay before we start the program. Great, great, great. Good to see. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay, Jean is there. I hope I am pronouncing your name. Okay, from where are you, Jean? And Khalil. Okay, okay, from Saudi Arabia. Okay, I stay in Riyadh as well. My our organization has got multiple places, sort of consultants houses, you can say. So Riyadh, Dubai, Melbourne, Copenhagen, all these places. I keep roaming around. And next week, for last 2 months, I'm in Australia. Next week, I'm going to go to Bangalore. After that, I'm going to Riyadh for 3 weeks, and then 2 weeks Dubai. And that's the life of a consultant. You can, it's like a self-employment. Okay, let us start with the Lean and Six Sigma benefits. Can you tell me what are the similar things you find here? What is the common thread running through all these bullet points? What do you think is uh, common in all those bullet points? A manufacturing company improves production by 30%. A hospital reduces discharge time of patients from 3 hours to 15 minutes. 64% reduction in recruitment time in a multinational company. Hotel improves customer experience and increases bookings to almost 2 times. Bank reduces errors and cycle times. So overall, Abhinav is telling overall improvement. Yes, you're right. Absolutely right. Yes, they have all used Lean and Six Sigma and data analysis to achieve breakthrough improvements. So what Lean and Six Sigma can do for you, it has done to many of my clients. And now I can tell you in general, these are all lots of clients, but in general, okay, sorry, okay, click the, yeah. So, Lean and Six Sigma, what does it mean? It reduces the costs, reduces the defects, waste, rework, cycle time, improves the quality, production efficiency, productivity, customer satisfaction, capacity, profitability, resilience. And which CEO would not love a person who can achieve all these things? So Lean and Six Sigma, green belts and black belts are the people who are liked by the CEO, who are loved by the CEO. So first, let us understand what is Lean and what is Six Sigma. So Lean and Six Sigma, there are two methodologies, some simultaneously combined nowadays to Lean and Six Sigma. What is Lean? If you ask me to define Lean in just one sentence, it would be reducing the waste by understanding the process so that you can reduce the cycle time and you can reduce the errors. So this is a simple one-line definition, reducing the waste. Now, what do we mean by waste? Waste is not what we throw in the dustbin. It's not the waste we're talking about. We're talking about the hidden waste of waiting, hidden waste of transportation. Means too much of transportation, which is not adding any value. Over processing, inventory, money is stuck in the inventory, raw material inventory, work in process inventory, or it could be finished good inventories, everything. Money is blocked, money is stuck there. It is of no use to the company. So that is why it is waste. That is why we talk about zero inventory. Toyota spoke about zero inventory. So we learn the concept of zero inventory and how to achieve it. You will be surprised to know that a lot of companies have achieved zero inventory. Zero doesn't mean absolutely zero. It means minimum, almost zero. And you free up that money for the business to use. And then you have rework and rejections. Rework and rejections means anything we are doing again and again. You're committing a mistake and then again doing something, reworking, anything starting with revision, rewriting, rework, anything which is not done right the first time is known as waste. Underutilized resources. Underutilized resources as well as overutilized resources, both are waste. So we'll take an example. I see lots of people from healthcare today. I will start with the healthcare example. After that, I will go to the manufacturing examples, and then I will keep on giving examples. And we'll also do a project. Those who joined a little late, I was telling in the beginning, we'll be all doing a project, because Lean and Six Sigma is not about just learning. Lean and Six Sigma is about applying. So you improve a process. You improve a process using project approach. Okay. Okay, so that was about lean. I was just giving you a brief overview. Underutilized resources, overproduction means producing more than required. All these are known as 7 wastes, or nowadays waste of intelligence also. If you add, then we have 8 wastes. So how do we find those wastes? We do a Gemba. Gemba means go to the field, go to the place of action. Gemba is a Japanese word which means go to the place of action. So you go to the place of action and see and identify the waste. You have to wear goggles with your waste. As if you see waste everywhere with those goggles. So when you're walking with your mindset of identifying the waste, doing a Gemba walk, we say, and you will see waste everywhere. And then you identify the waste and you reduce the waste. That is what lean is. Six Sigma is about reducing the variation. Now, today, I don't think I'll have time to tell you about standard deviation. But yeah, I'll try to. If you are willing to stay a little longer, I can talk about it. Maybe if you're interested. But nevertheless, I will definitely give you a brief introduction about what is variation. Variation is about, everyone loves consistency. Consistency means you go to, let's say, a restaurant and they're serving nice food. Every day, if they're serving nice food, you're happy. But sometimes it's very, very good. Sometimes it's pathetic. You will not like it. You will say it's not predictable. Now, unpredictable quality, no customer likes. So when you are, as a customer, looking at consistency and delivering high quality from your supplier, same is true for your customers too. They also expect consistent without any variation. Suppose you go to buy a car. There are 5 cars, whatever brand you want to buy. There are 5 cars there. And then, the person tells you, the manager of the showroom tells you, well, the first car is a little bit, brake is a little better here in this case. Second car, headlights are a little better. Although they're same model, everything is same, but he says there is a variation, small variation in the car. You will start suspecting the quality of such a car. You would expect that all the 5 models which are there, I can pick up any model. Every model should be same, exactly same, isn't it? There should be no luck. So variation is not is not liked by it hated, actually variation is hated by the customers. So reducing the variation and improving the quality is what Six Sigma is. Okay. Yes, good. So yeah, so the a webinar is for 2 hours. Mohammed is asking, webinar is for 2 hours. And yeah, but if you are willing to stay a little longer, I can teach you some more tools, some high-end tools too. And it's totally free. Don't worry. We'll not charge you after 2 hours. But yeah, after 2 hours, because some of you must have got some other plans. So for them, we'll close the seminar at 2 in 2 hours. And after that, we'll continue for answering your questions, etc. Okay, let us understand who's a green belt, who's a yellow belt, who's a black belt, who's a master black belt. Yellow belt are the people like you who know the concept, and you would know the concept in the by the end of these 2 hours. You know what is Lean and Six Sigma, but you can't do a project. You know some basic tools and techniques you're aware of. the methodology, but you can't do a project. But green belts can do projects. They know some tools and techniques, some statistical tools and techniques, and they have practiced those tools in the classroom, and they are, I can say, authorized, to do projects. Black belts know more tools and techniques, and they can do bigger projects. They can save more money. So typically, green belts can save $500,000. Black belts can save 1 million, 2 million, $3 million. Now, it's not necessary that you have to save always money. Sometimes it could be intangible benefit also, but either way, you can convert the intangible benefit also to tangible benefits. Tangible means money. So monetary benefits is something which Six Sigma project delivers. So black belts are those who know more tools and techniques, and they undergo 3 more days of training. So a yellow belt is typically half a day of training, but if it's compressed without any breaks, like this one which we are doing, and if I'm experienced enough so I can compress lots of tools in a short duration, then it's a yellow belt. Green belt is 3 days of training. Black belt is again 3 days of training. So this is 3 days, this is 3 days, and this is 4 days of training. So green belt, statistical tools and techniques. Black belt, high-end statistical tools and techniques. Master black belt, management related training, how to manage the green belts and black belts, how to train them, how to manage the projects, how to roll out Lean and Six Sigma in a company. That's what Master Black Belt is capable of doing. And Master Black Belt can become a self-employed consultant. He could become a trainer. Lots of people from Anexas who have done Master Black Belts, they are conducting training programs on their own, and we are providing the certification. Of course, they have collaborated with us, so they provide the certificates, and you can become self-reliant. So more than 100 Master Black Belts in different parts of the world, they are on their own. They are associated with us, and they are conducting the trainings, doing projects. And initially, we handhold them, we guide them so that they can, in the beginning, they really need some handholding. So we support them, and then once they are on their own, once they start running, then we get associated with them, and of course, you can become you can quit your job, you can say. Okay, so typically 3 days, 3 days, 4 days, and typically it takes 6 months. Within 1 month, you become a green belt. Within 1 month, you can another month you can become a black belt, and around within 6 months you can become a master black belt. Now let us do a project. And yes. So I was talking about DMAC, define, measure, analyze, improvement, control. Now, many of you said that you don't know anything about Six Sigma. You're hearing for the first time. Okay, so for those now, this is for those who have just never heard of Six Sigma. They don't know what exactly it is. Let me give a very very simple example. Okay, let me give a very, very simple example. And it would be something like, okay, let me make it this bigger. This is for those who are totally new. So you will be able to understand this a little bit, what exactly happens in DMAC. So the best way to improve anything in the industry, or maybe even before that, let me give you a very, very basic understanding, very elementary understanding of some management principle in Six Sigma. Okay, so I'm going to draw a systems map of any organization. So imagine your organization or your department, and I'm sure you know every company. So just think about your company. You can think about your company. If you are working in a very large company, then you can think of your department. You have inputs which are process through a series of steps. There are some series of steps. Yeah. And also you can tell me, should I keep it very elementary and simple, or would you be interested in, a little bit advanced knowledge as well? Just let me know. First 1 hour, I'll keep it very, very simple. Next 1 hour, I have got two choices. I can treat you to some high-end statistical tools and techniques, or I can tell you some basic concepts which will be helpful for you. Okay. So, so most of you are telling that, yeah. Okay. Brian is telling, I just want to ask, is white belt obsolete? Okay, good question. And there is one white belt also, but it is of not, it is not much significance, but yeah. So you can say by now you are within 1 hour, you can call yourself as a white belt, because you would have known lots of basic concepts about Lean Six Sigma. Although I did not design the program like that 1 hour black, white belt or yellow belt. I've combined everything together. But you can say that, yeah, white belt and even yellow belt, they are very basic or elementary certifications. But the real certification, which is of value to the company as well as to you as well, because you are capable of saving the money for the company. You are capable of saving the time for the company, reducing the cycle time, improving the customer satisfaction. So green belts and black belts are more valuable. Yes, just to answer your question. Okay. Great. Now we have got A, B, C, D. Yeah. Let's say 4 steps, which are producing the outputs. Now, output could be either a product or it could be a service. Okay. I hope you are with me. Either a product or a service. Now, this output is consumed by the customer. Okay. And you have suppliers. And don't worry about making notes. We have got the recording available to you on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and this recording will be always available to you. Not only this, I have done more than 200 yellow belt training programs over the last 7 years. They're all there. You can choose. I've taken different examples every time. You can choose any program, and you can watch that. Mostly you like to watch the same program which you have attended, because it's easier to recall the program which you have attended. So you will get this link. So don't worry about writing your notes, making your notes. But yeah, if you're habitual of learning using all the 5 senses, well, you can also write. You can take a pen and paper, write it down. Learning is better always. Although yellow belt is not intended telling or teaching you any tool, but why not? If you can use that opportunity, you're most welcome to do that. So customer gives you the feedback. Yeah. And feedback is received by the strategy department or the planning department. Yeah, planning department. And then based on the plan which they create, and based on the most recent strategies, whatever they have in mind, they ask the suppliers to supply the raw materials, as well as they tell the departments to change the operating parameters, SOPs, changes, etc. All these changes, they are suggested by the strategy department. I hope you are with me. This is known as systems map. There was a gentleman called Dr. Deming, quality guru. He said, we should have systems thinking, not silo thinking. Silo means I'm working in my silo. I belong to department B. I just think about department B, nothing else. I do my work and then I go home. No. You have to have systems view, systems thinking. System comprises of everything: supplier, inputs, process. This is process. Output, customers. And if I just take out SIPOC, you get a tool which is used by a green belt SIPOC. So you'll miniature version of the systems map, which we call it a SIPOC. So as I told you, this is known as systems map, but the more popular name of this map, and some of you who have attended some of the training programs earlier can identify very, very popular tool in Lean and Six Sigma, especially in Lean. This is known as value stream map. How the value is created for our customer. This is the stream of value, how the value is slowly created. Every time you add up value, finally you deliver the product and services to the customer, and customer gets the value. Customer, we want to make the customer happy, right? How would we measure the happiness of the customer? So there are always some measures associated with the product or process, always. Typical measures are cycle time of delivery of your product or service, or there's something like three measures are always there: cost and quality. You can say errors. If I just make it measurable, because you cannot improve if you cannot measure, and everything can be measured. Yeah, so we'll see how to measure everything. So we have got, and there could be many. We call it KPIs also. Some of you must be familiar with that term. Cycle time should be less than 30 minutes. Waiting time, cycle time. There could be in production, humidity, viscosity, so many examples of measures. In healthcare, infection rate, in logistics, utilization of vehicles. All these things are some examples of measures. We call it measures. We also call, let's learn some jargons. We call them CTQs, critical to quality characteristics, or in simple words, measures. Yeah, measures. So 30 minutes, it should be less than 30 minutes. Cost per unit should be less than let's say 10. Error should be less than 5 per 1,000 or 5 per week. I'm just putting some numbers. And if you're performing below this, like within this range, acceptable range, we say you're doing well. But if you're not, like for example, cycle time is 40 minutes, you should do a project. Yeah, you should do an improvement project. Then you should call a Lean and Six Sigma green belt and a black belt and ask him, please do a project. So what is Lean and Six Sigma? Another definition of Lean and Six Sigma. A one-line definition of together Lean and Six Sigma. I give you one-line definition of Lean, one-line definition of Six Sigma. Six Sigma is about reducing the variation in the product to make the customer happy. Lean is about reducing the waste in the system to make the customer happy. Now, Lean and Six Sigma together is project approach towards process improvement. Project approach towards process improvement means what? What is the definition of a process? Process is something which is repetitive in nature. You keep repeating something, you repeat again and again. Like eating food is a process. Going to office is a process. You do again and again and again. Like A, B, C, D, the step you keep repeating again and again, day in and day out. Every time you keep repeating that process, that's known as process. What is a project? Project is one-time endeavor. It happens only once, maybe in the history of the world. So it takes place only once. Project is one-time endeavor. It has got a specific duration, starting point and end point. So what Lean and Six Sigma does is, it chooses the improvement project in a process. Now, this is a process. You think of your process. If you are from manufacturing, you're producing something. If you are from healthcare, you are treating a patient. That's a patient treatment process. So whichever industry you are from, think of that process, which has an output. Yeah, every process is an output. Like patient treatment process has an output of treated patients. Production process has got an output of produced the product, whatever you are producing. So as I said, output is either a product or a service. Sometimes both are there. So now you have inputs, we have process, we have outputs. Outputs are delivering products or services. We are measuring them. And whenever we are not performing, wherever we are not performing, that becomes a project. And then what happens? The Lean and Six Sigma, Green Belt and Black Belt are invited. Now, you don't have, suppose your organization doesn't have any Lean and Six Sigma, Black Belt or Green Belt. Then you will invite a person like me. Hey, Mr. Amita, please train our 5 people, 10 people, 20 people. And we would like to do 20 projects, 5 projects, 10 projects, whatever number of projects. And these projects will be allocated to everyone and they will all together do projects. So let's say 20 projects are being trained, lots of companies. Generally, our batch size is 20 within a company. Otherwise, online trainings, I also conduct lots of online trainings. Online trainings, the batch size is little, could be, varies from 10 to 20. Generally, we don't take more than 30. So there are, see, the reason we don't take 30s, more than 30, because we have options. We run programs in morning batch also, evening batch also, Saturdays also, Sundays also, Fridays also. So multiple batches are there. You choose any batch. And my job is just to keep conducting training programs. I'm doing nothing. I'm sitting at home. Right now in Melbourne, I'm sitting at my home doing training. Morning training I conducted. Now I'm conducting. And yeah, wherever I travel, I keep doing the online training programs. And during the day, of course, not today, for me, the day is over now. It's evening for me. So I conducted the consulting, in fact, and training, a little bit of training and consulting during the daytime. And I'm doing training. That's why I'm looking a little lethargic. I'm a little more energetic otherwise. Sorry for that. I'm tired. So yeah, coming back. So supplier inputs, process, output, and customers. And I see my team has put up the Anexas channel. Lots of videos are there. I'll be mentioning lots of tools and techniques here. Obviously, there's no time to teach you the details of those tools and techniques, but I have got the SIPOC. I have got SIPOC. I spoke about SIPOC. If you want to learn more about SIPOC, there's a video of SIPOC. So my team will keep on putting these video links, the YouTube links. And the best thing would be you just subscribe to that channel, and you will get all the videos for free. And you after you finish the program today, you can get the recording also for free. And of course, if you're interested in joining my Green Belt and Black Belt sessions, just register for that as well, because association with me is long term. All the people whom I have trained over the last no, I have been conducting training programs for the last 25 years. So those who are associated with me for the last 25 years, still they are they keep writing to me. And typically I keep guiding them. They also keep, I keep learning from them as well. So that's a long-term relationship. So that's how that's one of the advantages of doing training from us. Okay, great. So I hope you have understood the value stream map, how the value is created. Now we have understood this part. Now so I wanted to start with some very, very basic concepts, because some of you are totally not aware of quality management, quality improvement, etc. So just to give you, I hope this was useful. Remember one tool, VSM, jargons, value stream map. You can impress people with, oh, I know value stream map, how the value stream map is created. The value is created at every step, from suppliers to inputs and output, etc. It enhances the value till the time it reaches the customer. Then the feedback given by customer also is valuable. So the value starts from there, and then strategy and planning, they do something, and then now, it's the same thing, the same stream of value keeps on and on and on. That's why it's known as value stream map. Now coming back, I was speaking about DMAC. Okay. I think, would you like to, I spoke about lean a little bit. So would you like some examples before we proceed with the DMAC? Would you like to see some examples, maybe from either industry, either healthcare or manufacturing? Would you? Yeah. Before that, what I would do is, I will, instead of jumping to DMAC, let me give you some examples for lean. Okay, so I'm giving you lean now. I hope you remember the 7 wastes. Yeah. Brian has, thank you, Brian. Subscribe to my, yeah, thank you. Subscribe and like and all that stuff. My team keeps telling me I'm very poor in that social media and marketing, etc. So my keep sending me messages. Oh, say you have to say like that. Okay, so yeah, please do subscribe and like. Yeah, some of my videos have got 2.2 now 2.2 or 2.3 million views. Which so before I proceed with the example, I got reminded, there is a tool called FMEA. It's a standalone tool, although used in Lean and Six Sigma in the improve phase, but it's a standalone tool. If you just use FMEA means failure modes and effects analysis. If you just use FMEA, means you imagine how your process will fail, and then you prevent the failures. So simple. And it was used by NASA for the first time. Its video link I will provide. It's already there. It's already there here. Please, at least this link you please watch afterwards. Okay, because there's a lot of things on the agenda, and as a yellow belt, you're not supposed to know some too many tools. So I'll restrict myself to the yellow belt agenda, but I got reminded of this FMEA video. You can learn this in 15-20 minutes. I have given a very simple example, day-to-day life example I have given. And using that analogy, you can learn the tool and you can apply right away next week and surprise your boss with some great suggestions and actions which will really make a difference. And you will understand why I'm saying so, because we are so many things to improve, but which are the specific things? Where is our risk of going wrong maximum? It gives you that. And please do that. Please do that. That is why this video has got 2.2 or 2.3 million views, and for some reason. So please do that. Okay. So yeah, coming back to our example of waste. So if you remember, these are the 7 or 8 ways. A good way to remember this is, there are multiple ways of remembering. You can say I swim too, or you can also rearrange them in different way. Tim Woods, or you can also say downtime. Yeah, downtime. Whatever you like, the waste remain the same. I'm give you the examples from a hospital. Okay, so this was, I did this one project in Beijing hospital, and this any step which is not adding value. Now, what is a value? Value means what the customer is looking for. So when you go do a blood test, the customer is looking, what is the value? Value is knowledge about my health. As a patient, I'm interested in my health. Knowledge, status of my health. That is the value. Now you're telling me to walk to the OPD, register with the OPD, walk to the lab, and all these things. It is non-value added for me. It is waste for me. Okay. Only 2 steps are value added for me. I'm willing to pay for those steps. So if the customer is not willing to pay for a step, it's a waste. So AI has helped us reduce a lot of waste in the processes. Okay, one more thing. All the tools and techniques I'm talking about, I was talking about FMEA. Just learn FMEA and then use AI to do an FMEA of your process. AI is a good servant, but your instructions should be good. So once you are knowledgeable about these tools and techniques, you can apply. You can please do a value added and non-value added analysis of my process. Give the process tips. AI will do a beautiful analysis. So yeah, but you would be able to give instructions only if you're a green belt or a black belt. They say AI will not replace humans. AI will not replace humans, but humans will, like some humans will be displaced by other humans who are using AI. Okay, so you should be knowledgeable now. And no need to memorize anything. Even the exam, Lean Six Sigma exam, is open book exam, open book, open Google, because we don't test your memory, we test your understanding. Okay, and our passing percentage is 100%. Yeah, so some examples of waste of intelligence. 80% of the nurse calls are housekeeping in nature, means waste of intelligence of nurses. My pillow cover is dirty, my bed sheet is dirty. The nurse is not here to take care of that. So wasting the intelligence of the nurse. She's there to give you the medicine or follow the guidance of the physician. But if you're indulging her in him or her into some other jobs, there would be errors, which is another waste. Then rework, which is another waste. Yeah. So yeah, there are some examples. We could double the cardiologic lab capacity from 8 to 16. Diagnosis exam time we reduced drastically. We cut the admission time and also reduce the signatures. Approval in every company, every organization, every industry is a waste. I'm sorry to say, it is not adding any value. Why do you have approval? Because you're sure that my previous stage has committed a mistake. Inspection, checking is a waste. Why you are checking? Because you know the previous step has committed a mistake. You're pretty sure. Suppose there is no mistake committed by your previous step, that there's no error, there's no defect ever produced. Would you check? You would not check. You are checking because you are sure that you are making mistakes. Okay. Anyway, so we try to reduce the waste as much as possible and we create value. Some more examples of waste: unnecessary process motion, unnecessary transportation errors, unnecessary waiting time. Underutilized resource, overutilized resource, both are waste. Underutilized equipment and overutilized equipment, both are waste. Yeah, cost of 5-minute MD walk is a waste. Okay. Yeah, walk to elevator. Just imagine. You would never think that cost of 5 trips per day per nurse is costing the hospital $25. Multiplied by 365 days, multiplied by 200 nurses for a large hospital, runs into millions of dollars. We are not even aware of. These are known as hidden wastes. Yeah. So you can just see. Lab and pharmacy on second floor, radiation equipment on the ground floor, make them on same floor. That's what one hospital did. Reduce the waste of walking. Waste of interruption, wasting the time of the patient if there is a phone call. Yeah. There's a concept called Poka-yoke. One more concept. Poka-yoke, pronounced as Poka-yoke, you can say like that. It's, again, Japanese word. So we learned one Japanese word, Gemba. I hope you remember its meaning in the beginning. Poka-yoke. Gemba means going to the field, going to the place of action and doing the process map and identifying the waste. Poka-yoke is preventing the mistake. It's also known as mistake proofing. Another name for this is foolproofing. Even a foolish person cannot commit a mistake. Make a system like that, that even a foolish person cannot commit a mistake. Foolproofing. Yeah, foolproofing. Some example of foolproofing or poka-yoke. There are pretty examples, but I'll like to move ahead. But quickly, I will just give you, say, oxygen and nitrogen cylinders cannot be connected to each other, even if you want to connect, because you cannot connect. The connectors are different. So by mistake, you will not connect oxygen to nitrogen and nitrogen to oxygen. Imagine what will happen if you do that. Okay, so that's again some more examples. A fixed number of packages during surgery, completed catheter. So manufacturing also, so many examples are there. ATM machine, there are lots of pokayokes there. So many examples. Your car, when you are in the car. Okay, now coming back to this. I was talking about, right? DMAG. So again, back to the definition. Okay, one more thing. I can give it to you. I'll not be explaining that here. Is escape technique. Means when you are doing a process mapping, you can map the process. Okay, and every step you ask 5 questions. Okay, every step you ask. So there are, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 30 steps. I've shown very good example in that video, which is given here, escape analysis. So there are 30 steps. Every step you ask 5 questions. Escape. Can I eliminate this step? Eliminate. Can I simplify? Can I combine? Can I automate? Can I do it in parallel? You will be surprised your process. Just do, it's 2-3 hour job. First, you map the process, whatever you are doing. Then get hold of all the people who are in the process. Have a nice meeting and ask them. Step number 1, can we eliminate? Oh, yes, I can eliminate. What is the action? Just write the action. And then roles and responsibilities. And immediately, boss should also be there who can approve. Yes, please go ahead. You will be surprised. Your processes are designed 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You're following blindly. A process designed 10 years ago doesn't even know you have a WhatsApp. A process designed 3 years ago doesn't know you have ChatGPT or Claude or AI. And then you're following that process. It should be updated. So you'll find lots of steps can be eliminated. They are no longer required. Oh, I can simplify this. I can combine these 3 steps. I can automate. Lots of automation is possible. Okay. So you, in the 3-4 hours, you will redesign your process. Save a lot of time, a lot of money for your company. I'm giving you simple tools. See, I'm not even going to the statistical tools. Statistical tools are more, interesting, more interesting, more effective also. But I'm giving you simple tools. Simple tools also very effective. Okay, so yeah. Coming back now, DMAC finally, define, measure, analyze, improve, control. Now, because many of you told in the beginning that we are totally new to the Lean and Six Sigma. So before I start doing the project and before I enter into the complex world of statistics, yeah, I will give you a simple example. Because Lean and Six Sigma is about data analytics. See, whenever you say, first of all, we don't trust anyone except the data. And we don't blame people for any problem. Okay. Let me explain that as well. See, Dr. Deming used to say 85% of the problems, 85% of the problems are due to the systems and processes, not due to the people. 15% is contributed by people. Yeah. To give an example, suppose I have, let's say, 500 people working in an organization. At 9 a.m., they enter into the office or company. Think of your company, if it has got 500 people, 200 people, I just take an example. When they come out at 9 p.m., 5 p.m., okay, 5 p.m., because I work I keep working more since morning till evening, so 9 p.m. Okay, but yeah, for usually, so 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You ask any of these employees, how many customer complaints you would like to receive today? What is your target? How many mistakes you will make so that you receive customer complaints? No one will say, 10, 20, 50. No. They will say, no, I will not commit any mistake. I will not delay. No one will say yes. My target is to have collectively all 500 will produce 50 customer complaints. No one will say like that. But what happens at 5 p.m. when you look at the data? 50 customer complaints have been received. Next day it would be 53. So if you look at this, if you look at the last 6 months data, you will find customer complaints are always behaving within those two limits. These are limits identified by the process itself. The process has, as if it has decided its limits. Although we don't want that 35 to 65 to be maintained. But who's maintaining that? Not the employees, the system, processes. If you want to reduce this complaint to 0 to 5, yeah, nothing, blaming the employees, threatening them, or even rewarding them is not going to help you. Like if I declare 1 million reward for each employee, if they produce today, by 5 p.m., if you get less than 5 errors or, customer complaints, I'm going to give you 1 million. Everyone receive 1 million. And 500 million is kept aside, in a box. Trust me, that box will be with you only. None of the 1 million will go to the employees. Because they would produce 35 to 65 only. Why? Because you have not changed the system, you have not changed the process. And now you don't have to change the whole process. Only some elements, we call them root causes, some elements, they are responsible for the 50 complaints. Yeah, so we have to find those root causes. How? Not based on intuition. Oh, I think this is the problem. I think that is the problem. No thinking. Data. Using data, prove it. Dr. Deming used to say, in God we trust, rest others bring data. Means I'm not going to trust you unless you show me the data. No. So based on the data, I will analyze and I'll find the root cause and then take an action. That is why DMAIC. First, I'll define the problem, measure the problem, analyze the problem, then give you the solution. Not like that. Because we have a habit, we have a problem. Then I have got 30 years of experience. I have got 36 years of experience. Yeah, 36 years of experience. Look at it. Listen to me. I'm giving you the solution. You can tell me, Mr. Amitabh, I respect your experience, but I don't trust it. I trust only data. Show me the data. If you think this errors is due to, let's say, lack of skills, show me the data. Show me when skilled employees are producing less complaints and unskilled are producing more complaints. If I see like that, if I draw a chart, if I see skilled, unskilled, skilled employees producing less number of, let's say these are complaints, unskilled are producing more complaints. Yes, skilled is a problem. But if I see skilled as well as unskilled, they are producing same number of errors. Some variation is there. I'll say, sorry, skill is not the root cause. Something else is the root cause. Maybe the SOP is the root cause. Maybe something, not the skill. All data oriented. Suppose someone says, well, salary is the issue. Okay. Let us say salary, higher salaried people, or put an incentive. If the incentive is giving less result or less complaints, wow, happily I'll give an incentive. But incentives are still not giving, reducing the complaints. It is not the root cause. Salary is not the root cause. So again, it is based on the data. So if this is the case, yes, salary is the root cause. If this is the case, salary, give less salary or more salary, people will make. We'll get 50 complaints. Maybe the equipment is a problem. What is the problem? Use the data, prove it, then only I will believe you. Okay, that is what Six Sigma is. Okay, coming back now, finally. Now, at least now let us understand DMAC. I'll give you a simple example. In define phase, I'll take an example of, let's say, if I did one project actually on a personal life project, 7 years ago, I think. I did a Lean and Six Sigma project to reduce my weight. So typically, I want to improve my health. Yeah. I cannot improve if I cannot measure. So I measured. One of the measures of health was weight. So I would write a problem statement. Problem statement is, I was 90 kg. And my goal statement was, I want to become 80 kg. Okay. Then I formed a team. I had a team. In the define phase, we form a team. We write a project charter. The problem statement, 90 kg, goal statement, 80 kg. Share with the team. Get the approval. The team could be my doctor, my family members, my dietitian, my gym instructor, all these. Then they measure. No one trusts, 90 kg, please measure. And don't measure only on one occasion. So 90 kg one day, 89.5, 90.2, 90.3, 90. So I collected the data and we presented collectively as a histogram. And those who are not aware of histogram, don't worry. These are tools and techniques you learn in Green Belt. And then we know, see, all processes, you'll be surprised to know one guy called Gauss, Dr. Carl Friedrich Gauss. He gave us this Gaussian curve. He said, most of the repetitive processes in the nature, they follow this distribution. So my weight is 90. I go up to, let us say, let me give an example here, just for the sake of example, 89 to 91. I can easily find these limits. Technical name for these limits, I showed you earlier limits also, the customer complaints limit. If you remember, I showed you that limits. We call them as control limits. Control limits is determined by the process. Process determines itself. That this is the way I behave, this is the way I am, process limit. These are control limits. Control limits are determined by the process. You may not like it, but the process has determined. It's also known as voice of process. Process is telling you, like our previous example, customer complaint process was telling you, hey, I'm going to behave between 35 to 65 complaints. You may want whatever you want. Similarly, my weight was telling me, hey, I'm going to behave between 89 kg to 91 kg. You may wish whatever you wish, but unless you do a project, I'm not going to go down. So when I do, we also call this control charts because it's control limits, right? So I made a control chart here, process stable in the sense this normal. This is also known as normal distribution, by the way. This whole thing is normal distribution. And it also tells you, statistical thinking says, don't worry about the variation within the control limits. Yeah. That is the mistake every manager commits. And I was also committing as a individual. One day I will find 90.5 kg. Oh my God. I ate that cake yesterday. I will not eat that cake. Sure. Then next day, I did not eat the cake. In fact, I a little bit starved myself. Next day, 89.8 kg. Wow. Keep it up, Mr. Amitabh. Wow, wow, wow. And then next day, then in the evening, I ate a chocolate. And that's the way I am, right? Weight increases. Increases, I feel bad. Decreases, I feel happy. And I keep managing year after year like this. My process laughs at me, says, well, my wife, you're not listening to my voice. I'm going to behave between 89 to 91. Unless you do some change, you don't know your root cause. If you think cake and this, and listening to some people, oh, go to the gym. I go to the gym every day. Nothing. So root cause, you have to find out. Root cause. What is the root cause? So now we go to the analyze phase. So we make a fishbone diagram, cause and effect diagram. We call it cause and effect diagram. Here, weight, whatever the problem is, we put in the box. We also call it as Y. The output, Y, we call it as Y, denoted by the letter Y. Later on, it helps in mathematical formulation later on. Nowadays, you don't have to worry too much about statistics. You have AI. Everything will be done by you, but at least you should know what needs to be done. AI can't tell you. Suddenly you're sitting idle and say, hey, let's do this, let's do a hypothesis test, let's do a cause and effect. It will not tell you. You have to tell. Please do a DMAC project using DMAIC. Please do a fishbone diagram for my high weight. It will beautifully create it. What are the possible reasons? Mr. AI, Miss AI, whatever you want, please give me, my cause and effect diagram for the high weight. You also give some feed, and it will tell you everything is done. But you should be knowing what to ask. Okay, now when this is done, you have so many. Can you give me some reasons why the weight could be high? Let's do it. So, can you tell me some of the reasons why the weight could be high? Yeah. So some people are telling diet, okay. Medical reasons, okay. Medical reasons, okay. Eating too much, okay. Hazel, thank you. Eating too much, you got it actually. That was one of my root cause. So diet was not a problem. I was using healthy diet, eating fruits, vegetables, nice things. And by the way, I was joking. I was not eating chocolates, etc. But too much of good food, that was one. And lack of exercises. So exercises I was doing, so that was not the root cause for me. Medical conditions, yes, as some of you already said. Actually, snoring, my sleep was, sleep is one of the reasons. You may be surprised to know sleep is one of the reasons of high weight, a lack of sleep. And the reason, we, after all the X factors I got it, we call them X factors. These are all known as X factors. Weight is Y and X factors. and we have an equation like y is equal to function of x, means y depends on x. My weight is the result. I cannot do anything with the weight. Result, I cannot see. I can, if I worry about the result, it's going to give me tension, stress only. I should worry about the X factors. X factors are in your hand. Y is not. Weight is not in my hand, but diet, exercise, eating less food, removing medical conditions, all these are sleep. They are my hands. So, Khalil is telling sometime you're eating full masala biryani. Okay. Oh, yeah, I love it. Biryani, I really love it. So, but for a long time, I have not eaten. Yes. Okay. So now everything is not the root cause. So I do a Pareto. Now, if you are not aware of Pareto, I'll give you in the chat, I'll give you a link. You can go through what is Pareto. In short, I will tell you. It is known as 80-20 principle. 80-20 principle. Okay. Khalil is saying, I'm from Hyderabad. Okay, I could understand now. Paradise biryani. Yes. 25, 30 years ago, I was doing some consulting for Indian Statistical Institute. And that time I used to stay in their premises in Hyderabad, and I used to every day eat the biryani. I remember that. And going to Paradise. Those days, Paradise was very reputed. I don't know what's the situation today. Okay, now, so here coming back, Pareto means 80-20. Vilfredo Pareto was an Italian economist who found that 80% of the money in Italy was with 20% of the people. And he said that he saw that this is applicable everywhere. 80% of the crops produced in Italy were coming from the 20% of the total crops produced. So this is also applied to quality. 80% of my weight issues are due to 20% of the causes. So I have listed 10 causes. Only 2 are responsible for my 80% of my weight. Only 2 are responsible. Which are these 2? So for me, it was sleep and portion of my diet. I took an action. I found that there was some snoring issue, and then it was blocking my air passage. I was getting up. They call it sleep apnea, mild apnea, of course. And then I did a nasoplasty, a very minor surgery for the nose, and I improved my sleep. And that impacted my weight and started controlling my portion. So that was my improved phase. I got the root causes and I took actions, solutions to the root causes. Solutions to the root causes, not a generic solution. Otherwise, what happens? I told my friend, I'm facing a weight issue. He'll say, hey, yeah, go for exercise. Someone say, eat less food. Someone would say this, that. Everyone gives a nice advice. They are not doing a DMAC project. But when I do a DMAC project, I get the root cause, and because I have got less, I see organizations don't have too much money to improve everything. You should prioritize. Lean Six Sigma will help you to prioritize. Then finally, once you reduce, I reduced it. Wow. To reduce to 80 kg. But I have to control it. So whatever I did, I did nasoplasty, I did, strict control of my diet for 6 months, etc. Now, whatever I did, that will take me to 80, but now sustaining will be different. Sustenance is different things. I have to do something else. So I made a plan. I started following the applications. So there are lots of applications nowadays, taking the picture of the photograph, etc., knowing the calories and restricting yourself. So these are control measures so that I am able to control that weight. This is a DMAC project. Now let us see a DMAC project. I'll quickly show you. I hope, yeah. So what I'll do, as we go along, we will do a project. So there's a company, they want to reduce the recruitment cycle time. Okay, I did this project long time ago, I think 16, 17 years ago. Yeah, or 15 years ago, yes, going by the date, yes. So in the first define phase, we generally do a SIPOC and charter. So we make a team. Process name is recruitment process. Sponsor or the champion is the department head. Process owner is the manager of the process in whose process you are doing the project. Master Black Belt, yeah, me, yep. I think you can become a Master Black Belt too. Yeah, I love Lean and Six Sigma, actually. I'm very passionate about it. I'm passionate about teaching also, because now, after some time, you've spent too much time doing consulting, you would like to teach others. I love teaching others. I want to see lots of successful Lean and Six Sigma consultants and trainers also. And it's not costly. Yeah. Nowadays, online trainings are there. Those who are interested, please let me know. If you are interested, I will be happy to share my details, or my team will give you a link. Also, all of you will receive a, don't worry, some people are asking about certificate. Yeah, at least attend the session fully. How much time is there? Yeah, still, yeah, around half an hour is there, right? Half an hour is there. So first you attend the session, after the certificate. Don't be in a hurry. Yeah, just wait. Half an hour, listen. At least, unless you listen, you'll not get a certificate. It's only listening, right? Yeah. So, yeah. So don't worry. Everyone will get a certificate. You will receive an email and you'll click on a link and you'll get a certificate. Don't run away. Okay. Okay. So now we have formed a team. We make a SIPOC because problems are in the processes, not in the people. So we do a high-level SIPOC, like from right to left. Customers, who are the customers? What is the output? Recruited employee. What are the basic steps? What are the inputs? Who are the suppliers? Okay. SIPOC, system thinking. Will not blame the people. What is the output here? Recruited employee. What is the measure? Recruitment time, recruitment cycle time. Don't worry about the result. Worry about the X factors. These are all X factors. These are X factors. Time taken to interview, negotiating. Somewhere here is the problem. Yeah. This is the why. The result is not in your hand. Yeah. And there is a SIPOC video. I'll not play it here. See, I also prepare you for the interview questions, by the way. When you...
We are discussing about the Lean and Six Sigma interview questions. Let me talk about SIPOC.
So right now, I'm not going to play that. These are available. So when you attend our training program, we also prepare you for the interview. When you say, I'm a green belt, black belt. So green belt, black belt, you don't have to be a full time. See, whatever, if you are an engineer, you still remain an engineer. If you're a doctor, you still remain a doctor. If you are a chartered accountant, you still remain a chartered accountant. Keep on doing that job. But now you are a black belt, green belt. You can do the job better. You can reduce your errors, reduce your cycle time. And the companies love such people. Yeah. So first of all, okay, I was talking about, you cannot improve if you cannot measure. So now we are in the measure phase. I have, okay, before that, let me show you just a minute. Yeah, this one first. So project chart. We write a project chart. Project charter means it is taking 50 days. We would like to reduce it to 30 days. Okay, this is our problem statement and goal statement. And it will save us some good money because we are charging our engineers, like client pays for those engineers whom we are recruiting. Okay, great. Now we have to also understand, just give me 1 minute. Sorry for that. Yeah, so got a phone call from my team member. Yeah. So good. Coming back. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So why? So we are interested in the root causes, right? Okay. Because Y is the effect, X is the cause. Y is the symptom, X is the problem. Y you can only monitor, X you can control. So we collect the data, measure, and then so I think we still have time. I can show you some analysis. Typically, what typical green belt would do. Now, you have not learned any tool, so don't worry about it. Nowadays, life is very simple. Everything is automated. At least you should use the automation. There is nothing. Everything is automated. I will not do nothing. Uh, at least you should use the automation. You should learn that. So you collected the data, measure phase now, and you ask. See, whenever the data is there, 30 samples is good enough to make a good judgment about your process. And you ask, okay, please give me the histogram. You get a histogram. Average days is 50 days. It also gives you one more thing called standard deviation. It's almost 5 here. Okay. I'll tell you, if you are willing to take up a little bit, you want to keep it simple or make it little, uh, uh, you will not run away, right? If I start talking about complex things, I'm afraid sometimes, like people, oh my God, this too. So let me tell you, if you have done, okay, great. So you are okay with that? Fine, great. So Jana, thank you for that. Okay, so if you remember our guy called Gauss, he found one interesting thing, that all the repetitive processes, they follow this kind of distribution. Means, he said there is a mean, average, and there is a standard deviation of a process. Earlier, it was difficult to calculate standard deviation. There's a formula for that. If you're interested, I have even given explanation of how to derive that formula so that you can understand that very well. But don't have to worry. Nowadays, you get it so easily the way I did it. Excel sheet also will give it to you. But what he said was more important. He said, Gaussian theorem, it we call. If you just collect 30 samples, only 30, just 30. Get your mean the way we got 50 here and 5 here, right? We got this, right? We already got it. He said that within plus minus 3 times standard deviation, within plus minus 3 times standard deviation, contains the 99, actual number is 99.73, but don't worry about it. 99% of all your population. I'm talking about the population. Population is all the units of that particular. Like for here, I just collected data of 20 samples, 20 recruitments, but we are doing 2,000 recruitments. So all the 2,000 recruitments you will find them within plus and minus 3 times standard deviation. Now, this is the law of the nature. You'll be surprised to know it happens. It's always there. Whole statistics, whole prediction analysis, whole AI is based on that. You learn lots of AI fundamental concepts. Fundamental, not the one how to use ChatGPT and Claude. That's a very not see, there is something happening behind AI, right? These normal distributions, hypothesis tests, they are all part of that. You know what's going on behind the scene. But anyway, we restrict ourselves to Six Sigma. So here, within plus minus 3 times standard deviation. Standard deviation is also denoted by this letter sigma. That is the Greek letter sigma. That is why I'm not going to explain why it is known as Six Sigma right now, but just to tell you that uh, it has some relation with that as well. But now, if I apply this to my recruitment process, 50 was the average. 1 time standard deviation will be 55 because 5 is my standard deviation. Then 60 and then 65, right? Here it is 45, 40 and 35. I hope you got it. Yeah, Mohammed, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yes. Yep. The definition of standard deviation also you have given. Great. Okay. I hope you have understood. Are you with me? Let me see how many have run away. Still people are there. Okay. Okay, good. So I hope you understood. So we call these as control limits, LCL and UCL. These are our control limits. Oh, okay. Some people are telling I have got, but I'll. Oh no, don't. Yeah, but yeah, if you you want to attend the session, okay. Although we have not completed the program, but I will for you. I will. My team, can you please? If my team can, uh, you know, just give me 1 minute. I will just. Yeah, one of my very old student, that I would say 20-year-old student, Adib, called me just now. So he works in ADNOC. Okay, so yeah, so they keep remembering me, and he's calling me from Dubai. Must be some project guidance or some. They still keep doing the projects. That's the best part. Okay, great. Lower control limit, upper control limit. LCL, UCL. This is how we got the control limit. These are the voice of process. Voice of process. My recruitment process telling me, hey, you will recruit your employees between 35 days to 65 days. And you don't have to do all these calculations nowadays. Life is simple. You just click the right buttons. Even you don't have to do that also. Give AI your data. It will give you these control charts. So simple. Life is simple. Yep. But at least you should be able to understand the control chart, right? You tell AI, give me the control, but you should actually be able to tell AI that give me control chart. Once it gives you, you should be able to understand it. That is still not yet automated, my friend. So, but at least you know the process under control, what is average, going by the actual numbers, 36 to 64, right? See, what used to see, we used to take 3 weeks to train a black belt earlier, 2 weeks to train a green belt. Now it has reduced to 3 days. Lean applied, lean. We have reduced the non-value-added activity. What is non-value-added activity? Calculations. No calculations now. Everyone can become a green belt nowadays. So easy. Yes, Minitab application comes with the, we give it to you. We give it to you. Yes, that is also provided. Absolutely. Yes. There are lots of softwares nowadays. Minitab is the most popular one. You can use any of your statistical software. Even Excel is also possible. It is a little tedious, little bit, but it is also possible. As I said, use AI, use your chat GPT, put the data. Give me a histogram with average and a standard deviation. Give me a control chart. It will beautifully give you everything. And please put it on a PPT too with your comments also. It will do it for you. What else you want? Okay. But yeah, you have to you have to be trained as a green belt to actually give the right command. Now we have got our control chart measure phase completed. And then you also know something called a sigma level. I'm not going to cover that part. But higher the sigma level, better is your process. Just remember that 6 sigma means only 3 defects in 1 million opportunities. 3 sigma means you have got 30% defects in your opportunity. So see, sigma level is associated with the your quality. So 6 sigma means 99.99996 means 3 in 1 million opportunities. Very almost no errors. 6 sigma. So as your level reduces, your quality reduces. So you have to know your sigma level of your process. This is like in the yellow belt, it's not covered. So don't worry too much about that part. Understand the basic concept. In fact, I'm not teaching you the basic concepts. I have now advanced. I've made you now greenish yellow belt. Now we go to the analyze phase. The analyze phase, this is the way, DPMO, defects per million opportunities calculation of sigma level, but I'll just move ahead. In the analyze phase, you can follow the lean door, like as is process map, Gemba walk, value added and non-value added analysis, if you remember, waste. Or you can follow the data door, cause and effect diagram, control impact matrix, Pareto chart, box plots, scatter plots. If time permits, I'll show you some glimpses of that. So first you analyze the process and apply escape. Analyze, detail, Gemba walk. I hope you remember now. Escape technique. Oh, I can eliminate. I can combine the two together. I can automate this. Okay. I can simplify this process. Escape analysis. Reduce the waste. Then do a cause and effect diagram. Do 5 why analysis. Why? Ask why 5 times, you'll get to the root cause. So cause and effect diagram, you invite everyone, tell them, brainstorm on all the possible root causes. They brainstorm on all the possible root causes, put them on the wall. Then they vote for it, and voting will give you. Some of you are asking about our training dates. So if you follow us on LinkedIn, there's a LinkedIn page also we have got. So just follow that. You will get all our dates, everything, details there. You will keep on getting without anything in your mail, but whenever we update something, you will get it if you just follow that. It's much easier because instead of sending the mails, we don't want to bombard you with all these mails. And I'm sure you will remember us, so you will come back to us. So there's no point in too many mails sending. Nowadays, companies, they keep sending the mails one after another. Hey, what are you forgot me? You forgot me. There's automation also happening in AI. They tell me, you do this. My team tell, why you are irritated? Not good. I'm not in that favor. So if you should also remember, right? You should also remember. Okay, coming back. So now we do a Pareto chart. Pareto chart, like I'll show you how it is done. So what we did here was we first identified man-related causes. When we are brainstorming, man, machine, material, measurement, mother nature, 6M techniques. Generally, they use 6 bones you create of the fish bone, and then brainstorm different types of. Then you can make a cause and effect diagram. Yeah, so this is how you can do. Or alternatively, tell your AI, ChatGPT, hey, I'm trying to reduce the recruitment cycle time. My company name is this. We are into this. Give a detailed explanation and please create a cause and effect diagram. After that, you also uh, uh, substantiate that and also add your brain also there. You get hold of the people, they will give you more causes than your ChatGPT. So once I've created that, now everything is not same. So we collect the last 1-2 months data. What was the reason of delays? We list down. Some reasons will appear more times. Frequency is more. You ask, tell me, arrange them in descending order. When you say Pareto will, what it will do? Pareto will, okay, I got another file, no problem. Assessment time is taking the longest. Job description is not available was again a bigger root cause. 9 times it appears, 13 times this appears, 9 times. Total contribution of those causes, 34%. The first cause appeared 34, contributing 34%. Second cause is 23%. Third cause is 15%. Everything is calculated. So how many number of times it appeared? That's the count here. Then percentage is given below. And the cumulative percentage means first 2 causes together are giving you 57, means first 3, 4 are giving you 80%. So just focus on 4. Out of these 40 causes, focus on 4. Easy. Why I'm focusing on 4? Because these are the real, data is telling me. Okay, data is telling. Yes. Well, we can further validate the data. See, one thing is in this particular project, they actually proceeded with these root causes. They, by the way, you can always join my interactive live training. Recording is available for lifetime access. 2 projects we do in the class. As we are going along, we do it together, and project guidance provided for lifetime. You can keep calling me during my training, like the way I'm doing the training. My now he's a friend, earlier student, now is a friend. He also gave lots of business. He called me for so many trainings, etc. So you have a lifetime association with me. That's one thing for sure, I can tell you. Yeah, so improve phase, we now brainstorm on the causes. When you're brainstorming, you have to follow some rules. Something is there.
Once we have collected the data in the measure phase.
Okay, by the way, you will also get those videos. I've got beautiful videos in English, Arabic, Hindi, and any language you want. AI is there. It makes me speak all languages. But this is my original voice in English and Hindi. It's my original voice. Okay, so let me
Organize an inch-wide phase. Brainstorming is not done to find the lots of ideas. First, the purpose of not participating in the brainstorming, you can use either of them. Mentally prepared for brainstorming. As I told you that brainstorming is used for either generating the possible root causes or getting the ideas to solve the problems. There are certain rules which need to be followed in brainstorming. The rules of brainstorming are: give equal opportunity to everyone who is participating. So tell them to participate, and you can use different techniques. As I told you, we will be learning in the improve phase. Capture all the ideas, so document all the ideas. Whatever is being discussed, whatever ideas the participants are given, someone should be there to document, or a scribe you can appoint to document all the ideas. Leave your designation and ego along with your shoes outside the meeting room. That means don't think that if you are senior, your idea carries more weightage. So obviously this ground rule should be very clear to everyone, and everyone should be encouraged to give an idea, and everyone's idea should carry equal weightage. There should be a non-threatening environment. When people are giving ideas, they should not be afraid of giving ideas. So you should create an environment where people should be encouraged to give the ideas. Also, we should ensure that wherever the brainstorming is taking place, there should not be any disturbance, so people are focused on brainstorming. Sometimes people might deviate from the topics. There is a tendency that some important issue crops up during the discussion. So at that time, you can always create a parking lot saying that, well, this idea or this issue is very, very important, and we can park it to be discussed after a while once we complete the brainstorming on this particular topic. We should encourage people to fantasize freely. We should not put brakes on our thoughts. So you can give some out-of-the-box ideas, you can give some wild ideas, and if people are giving you wild ideas, they should be encouraged. If you give a specific duration of brainstorming, we should try to complete the brainstorming within the time duration, and defer evaluation. Now this is one of the rules which is often violated. People start discussing the ideas. Someone gives an idea and someone else says, well, it will not work in an organization. Or some other person gives an idea and someone else comments that, wow, it's a great idea. So don't evaluate. Reserve your comments for evaluation at a later stage. When you are generating the idea, when you are generating the root causes, they are not to be evaluated. You cannot say that it is a good idea or this is a very good root cause which you have thought of. No evaluation, just write down whatever is being suggested. Generate quantity, do not worry about the quality at the initial stages. So you have to generate lots of root causes, lots of solutions, more the better. A pearl diver, he dives into the sea to find the pearls. If he just collects 10 oysters, the probability of getting the pearl is very low. But if he collects thousands of oysters, the probability of getting the pearl is very high. So similarly, if you want to collect great ideas, some of the out-of-the-box ideas, some creative ideas, then definitely you should create more and more ideas. So how to generate those ideas? We can use brainstorming to generate. Let's complain about waiting too long.
This is 5 why technique. I was talking about 5 why technique. Just one more example for 5 why technique.
Long to get connected to staff during lunch hours. You can ask why 5 times. Why does this problem happen? Because backup operators take longer to connect callers. Why? Because backup operators don't know the job as well as the regular operator or receptionists do. But why don't operators know the job well? Well, there is no special training. No job aids make up for the gap in experience and on-the-job learning for the backups. Why? Because in the past, the organization has not recognized the need. But why? Because the organization has no system to identify training needs. So this becomes the root cause. 5 why becomes, once we have collected.
Okay, so anyways, so these videos are all given, everything, whatever we learned, but plus a lot of, box plots, scatter plots, hypothesis test, everything, you will get to know once you join our course. There is a 6-3-5 technique. Now there is no time left to teach so many tools. So just, I'll give you the link. You can watch this video, how to generate lots of ideas, 108 ideas in just half an hour, using the knowledge of your process with the help of a team. 6 people write 3 ideas in 5 minutes. It's given there in the chat box. FMEA, I already told you. Please watch. At least if one tool you want to see, go for that. And please do like my videos also. As a request. This will help us sustain our, effort as well, and also it keeps us motivated. That's the whole idea. Because if you see people are responding, you feel happy, motivated, you try to give more and more. Yeah, so they got the ideas, they implemented. There's no point in just getting the idea. You have to implement it. They made an implementation plan, and then once they implemented, the very proper implementation plan was created. Once they implemented, they put some control systems in place. so that they were able to reduce the recruitment time. And savings were $760,000. And the control chart, there's a statistically significant difference between the two before and after stages. You can validate this using tests. So you also learn some tests like 2T test, etc. And all these tests can be easily carried out with the help of the softwares. And great. So this was, let's play a quick game. And also, I'm going to stay for another half an hour, as I was telling. Those who are interested, they can always register for our program. But before that, let me play a game. Yeah, who wants to be a green belt? Let's play this. Welcome to the show. Who wants to be a green belt? The first question for you. The inputs to a process are called the X's, the Y's, out of scope, or guitar and half. Right answer will give you let's say $1 million. Yeah. Okay. Go for it. Yes. Okay. So most of the inputs is X factor. Yeah, A. No, inputs is X factor. And the output is Y, right? Okay. Output of a process is yes. Fastest fingers first. Yeah, Abhinav, yes. Along with Muhammad. Yes, great. Super. Yeah, so I think, which is not a deliverable of DMAC analyze phase, which is not a deliverable. This is not a deliverable of analyze phase. Which is not a deliverable, not. So solutions are part of which phase? Solutions are part of which phase? It's improve phase, right? Solutions are given in improve phase. So that is why the C is the right answer. Yes, many of you have given the right answer. Yes. Super. Okay, so now you have reasons to collect the data. I will show you some more data analysis. Don't worry. Box plots, scatter plots also after a while. But would you like to become one of the most valuable person in the company by applying process improvement statistical tools? And if you, we have a poll also. If you express your interest, I will be happy to reach out to you, and you can have a conversation. We can have email conversation, or my team will definitely answer your questions. Would you like to become a green belt or a black belt or a master black belt? Our poll, if you can put, my team can put the poll. You will get rid of inability to do anything if you face a problem. You will not live with the problem. You will not keep on waiting for the promotion and the opportunity. You will not depend on the job. You can reduce the cycle times, reduce the cost for the company, improve the quality, become a problem solver, consult your own organization. Yeah. Yes, you can start on your own. So we have some dates. Let me show you the dates. Our team can show you the dates. So these are the dates of our Green Belt training program. You can always join. Oh, I see there's some blanks. Yeah, now it's okay. So the dates, if you are from, these are online dates. So these are the dates, online training programs. So India time, UAE time, KSA time, So we have got different batches. Like I was telling, morning batch if you want evening batch, if you want Saturday Sunday batch, or Friday Saturday batch, all things all are there. Yeah. So most of the time I'm conducting the training programs, and yes, of course with some holidays for you. Okay. Great. All accreditation, everything is accredited, and we are all accredited trainers, and highly experienced trainers. If you show your interest today, you'll be joining my batch. I'll be happy to conduct the training for you. Although we have got multiple trainers, but yeah, if you're going to join, yes, absolutely super. Now, limited combo offer is there. Uh, you can be a green belt, black belt. Even if you go for a green belt, you get a black belt free. And also, because we are next month is our foundation day, so this is the foundation day offer, and we have also got one more offer of GB plus BB plus master black belt. Then we have other combinations like green belt, black belt, and PMP. So you can go with combinations. So some courses you totally get for free, and they are all face-to-face online live session. Okay. We have self-paced training also. Self-paced means we'll give you the recordings, videos, and you can watch them. That is also there. So if you want to uh, have these, self-paced learning, that is also possible. But yeah, it will be always good to have online session face-to-face with me. And that will be, yeah, that will learning will be better. That's what I feel. And yes, great. And so yellow belt anyway, now you are, congratulations, you are in yellow belt now. You will receive an email, and you can just click on the link, and you can get your certificate. I think you'll have to answer 5 questions, simple questions, and then you can download your certificate. Super. Great. Any questions before we proceed here? So I told you that I'll be sharing. Let me share first how Lean and Six Sigma is implemented in an organization. Okay, typically. Okay, before I go for some high-end tools, let me show how Lean and Six Sigma is implemented. What is the methodology? What is the uh, you know uh, steps every organization follows to implement Lean Six Sigma in the organization? So let me show you this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So when you want to implement Six Sigma, now the way you will be doing the training with me online, because you are being trained individually, so you'll be certified after you appear for the exam. But when we are implementing in an organization, and I'm happy to come to your organization to conduct a yellow belt session anytime, you can just connect with my team. I'll be happy to deliver those sessions. Typically, if you are in Dubai, Riyadh, uh, Copenhagen, Bangalore, and Melbourne, I keep visiting those cities, so we can even time it accordingly. Otherwise, online session is also possible. Yellow belt session, I can do it for your organization anytime. And once you are okay, so coming back, so when you are doing a Six Sigma implementation, you choose projects in different departments. If you remember, I told you, you choose the projects. Create a steering committee. Then department heads are given a brief idea about Six Sigma. We call it champions training. and black belts and green belts are allocated to those projects. Whatever projects you have selected, the department managers will allocate those projects to them. Once that is done, we train the green belts and black belts. So we created the infrastructure in the last slide. We train the people. And here you can see I'm training the senior management of one of the Swiss companies, Switzerland company, biggest pharmaceutical company. And here again, I'm doing the okay. Once they have been nominated by the senior management, that was senior management getting trained. After they nominate, I'm taking examples of different industries right now, companies. Then they come to the
team name 1, 2, 3. Anti-Muda. Anti-Muda. And your slogan 1, 2, 3. Green air go. Okay. And your song 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go green. Let's go green. Let's go green. We are the champions. We are the team.
Wow.
Yay! Well done.
And your team name 1, 2, 3.
So now teams have come, they have been allocated to the projects, they are doing projects together in groups, and collectively they complete lots of, they did lots of projects. They completed 42 projects. Yeah. And this I have already shown it to you, that once you do the project, you actually
Well, we
get
have Alex with us.
present.
He has done excellent Lean and Six Sigma projects in National Healthcare Service and in hospitals. So, Alex, would you like to tell us something about it?
Hello, I'm Alex Wells.
So I think in the beginning, those who joined in the early stages, they must have seen this. Overall, over the period of 5 years, 10 years, the organization totally transforms.
My name is Mohammed Al-Bayati. I'm the CEO of NAPL. Through Anexas, Mr. Amitabh has taught me and more than 1,000 employees of NAPL, Six Sigma and Lean processes. This affected our bottom lines by millions of riyals, and it is having a big impact in changing our company from a local company to a regional or multinational company. Thanks to Anexas and Mr. Amitabh. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so a lot of credentials we have. I was talking about health minister as well. Yeah, and many I would say, let me show you some. Yeah, this one.
So I reached out to our operations team and we headed straight here to Formula Rossa, one of the signature rides here at Ferrari World at Abu Dhabi, and we decided to work on how we could increase the reliability of the time it takes to update our queue time boards, because as you know, every minute that guest waits in a queue line is super important.
We had the brainstorming session with the team and we went through a few topics and then we chose the most appropriate one for the course. The chosen topic was reduce facilities management service request closeout time.
So I was eager to use statistics and data analytics to solve a business challenge. One of the challenges we had is the erosion of the retail per capita spend in Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, and that was my topic.
Well, actually being an HR professional, recruitment lead time has been always a problem across the board. So taking that subject in specific will help me improve onto the recruitment cycle.
So what we had worked on was redesigning the product launch process, which we've now implemented.
We had a discussion within our team and the most critical area that we faced was our closing process. So we decided among ourselves that this is the one that we should go for.
Yeah, the course that we did was a week-long online facilitated course. It was fantastic. It showed us the whole methodology behind Lean Six Sigma, and it also provided a various amount of tools that we could be able to use to improve all of the existing processes that we have here in the park.
Well, it was 1 week training. It was very interesting and always energetic in terms of interaction in the class. Every single day has been different and the knowledge sharing has been remarkable.
This gave us a broader perspective to understand the issues, and it gave us opportunity to do some brainstorming, and we were able to come up with better solutions from a wholesome perspective.
It was a very stimulating experience where we met every day with the colleagues, all very engaged, eager to learn, and keen on and willing to actually pause, step back from their day-to-day work to get some new perspectives. So it was really a refreshing exercise.
When an issue comes to us, we try to think about it from a Lean Six Sigma perspective. We try to define the issue. We make a project charter about it. We try to analyze it. So it has changed the perspective of how we look at issues.
Statistics allowed me to understand the root cause of the problem and come up with the very targeted improvement initiatives that we aim at implementing within the year. So every dirham per cap increase would represent 1 million revenue uplifts in a standard year. So the impact can be significant.
Well, this program is in benefit not just for me as a recruiter, but it helps the whole organization in terms of how we can identify issues, how we can look into problems.
So what's really exciting is that since we completed the course and we implemented all of the changes that we worked through, we have 100% seen a decrease in the time that it takes to upload the QTime boards, which is really cool. And one other really exciting thing is that one of the recommendations that the team and I put forward through in our project, for the project I should say, is that has now been funded through the business. So you'll have to watch this space for more. I can't tell you just yet.
I would say satisfaction, quality and experience, and I say that because my project was focused on how we can improve the product launch. So we wanted to get customers satisfied and improve the customer experience, and we wanted to improve the quality of the products that we were issuing to guests and the overall process that we had within the business to launch new products.
I would say that it has definitely brought consistency to the team, awesome efficiency for sure. And the only other word I can kind of think of is it's brought alignment, not only alignment within the department, but with all of our rides here, also alignment within the business and even with our competitors. So it's a win-win.
I think the biggest personal improvement is giving a framework for doing process improvements. I've always worked in customer experience, and so we're always looking for new ways to how we can improve the customer experience, but the training is now given a framework and a methodology to make sure that we can be consistent and using the best practices to do it.
I'd say that while a green belt certified professional learn how to identify variations in a process, the green belt expert would really act as a change agent within the company and lead very complex and large-scale projects. So I would love to.
We have plans for the upcoming waves of the Lean Six Sigma program. We've started with the green and yellow belt training for 130 employees, and this will be completed.
We try to analyze.
Okay, so these are some of the things. Great. So this was about yeah. So you are invited for my training programs. So I do conduct lots of training programs, webinars like that. You can always PMP, CPHQ also. We do CPHQ training for healthcare professionals, certified professional healthcare quality, PMP project management, Power BI as well. So please do join. I think okay, one more thing, maybe one more advanced tool I was telling, so people are still around, those who are still around, for them. See, if you remember, we got our root causes, but we can further validate our root causes. Our root causes were here: approval time, job description availability, type of hiring, assessment time. These were coming as our top causes in our Pareto. You can further investigate and see the correlation. Like, is the recruitment time really getting impacted by the approval time. Yeah. So these two columns, you can, whenever you see numbers, these are the numbers. The data are of two types: continuous data, the way these numbers are, or it could be attribute data. Yeah. So when you have continuous and versus continuous, when you have got, I'm trying to correlate the two continuous data, I can make a scatter plot. I can make a scatter plot like this one and see the relationships. And we can also do something called as regression analysis. You see here, you can see the recruitment time and approval time, almost they are related, positively related. So you will say, well, I need to do something with the approval process, because unless I do something there, it's not going to help me. That becomes our validated root cause. Similarly, if I do with this recruitment time and assessment time, is the assessment time the real problem? Well, let us see. So here in this, I'll just do a scatter plot with assessment time, and I'll find that. So which tool to use when depends on the type of data. So we teach you which tool to use when. So here you can see there is no relationship. So you can say assessment time is not a big issue here, so ignore it. Although it is featuring in Pareto as a high, but maybe data tells you that it's not the real root cause. So this is how, you keep on doing. So this analysis, which analysis to do when, all this is taught to you step by step, properly, slowly, along with me. And it's fun, I can tell you. You will learn a lot. You will love it. You'll love this program. You will definitely, you'll find it one of the most beneficial programs. That promise I can give it to you from my side. So with that, I will just leave you with some videos of Lean Six Sigma in manufacturing, Lean Six Sigma in healthcare, Lean Six Sigma in any other industry, if you're interested. So there are some videos which will tell you about these industry applications, and I will keep answering your questions here in the chat box as we go along. And thanks a lot for attending the session today. I'm still around to answer your questions, but yes, my team can keep answering the questions and also playing some videos. So
hi, I'm Anexas Master Black Belt Amitabh Saxena, and let me talk about importance of Lean and Six Sigma in healthcare. Lean Six Sigma concepts are used in industries all over the world to improve a process, eliminate waste, and reduce defects. In the healthcare industry, defects not only affect revenue and customer satisfaction, but they signify the difference between life and death. Lean Six Sigma is critically important in healthcare because it helps in reducing defects that can result in medical errors. There are so many challenges in the healthcare industry, like an aging population, shortage of workers, increasing litigation, and many more that require long-term improvement. Because healthcare industry deals with saving lives, errors cannot be accepted at any cost. So, how does Lean Six Sigma really help? With the help of Lean Six Sigma, you can shorten the waiting times in hospitals. The lesser the people wait, the efficient the hospitals will become. Reduce medication errors and even try to completely eliminate them. Improve turnaround time for lab results. Provide better care at lower costs. Ensure that the medical staff makes fewer errors. Reduce mortality rates. Improve patient care. Improve quality. And improve overall patient experience. How can you do that? By training the staff as green belts and black belts and allowing them to do improvement projects. Lean Six Sigma training and certification in healthcare provides the tools needed to address the challenges at various levels. It is a time for the healthcare industry to utilize Lean Six Sigma methods to its fullest and drastically change the healthcare industry for the better. Don't you want to be a part of the industry where patients are happier, physicians want to work for you, the cost is as low as possible, and at the same time efficiency is high? If your answer is yes, then Lean Six Sigma is your choice. We have implemented Lean Six Sigma in more than 25 hospitals worldwide, including ministries of health of 4 countries, and we can help you too. There are so many stakeholders in construction industry: the customer and the users of your building or construction, the project organization, the contractors, and the staff at the construction site. Lean has something for everyone. Of course, our primary objective is to satisfy the customers, both external and internal, so you can reduce the project delays and quality defects in your organization. You can improve the safety of the employees at the construction site, reduce the inspection times and non-compliances, drastically cut down on the rework resulting from errors. We have even reduced the architectural designing time in many cases to almost 50% of the original time by eliminating the wastes in the process. Once a process has been perfected with the lean methods, there are safeguards as well as checks and balances put into place to ensure that this efficiency continues through the life of a building or structure that has been constructed. In this particular industry, errors mean danger and extremely costly rework using expensive raw materials. So taking the time to eliminate errors before they happen is crucial to the success of any company specializing in constructing any type of building or dwelling. If a construction company is looking to minimize defects, then Lean course can really help the bottom line and make a huge difference. You can even combine it with Six Sigma and make it Lean and Six Sigma implementation to take the advantage of statistical tools also. The employees take up improvement projects after getting trained as green belts and black belts. They focus on identifying and eliminating any unnecessary waste in that particular system. This is one aspect of Lean certification methodology that creates great demand for certified professionals, especially true in the construction industry. A specialized Lean certification in construction will give the employees the tools they need to improve the quality of whatever they are building. Lean is a skill set that all of the leading construction companies in the world know to invest in when it comes to hire their employees. Because this eliminates the errors and also improves the quality, customers start to take notice and become loyal to the brand, knowing that they will always be able to get the best possible building at the lowest possible prices. Companies who utilize Lean methods know the importance of quality, and the quality of their employees are at the top of the list. Certified employees are a resource that construction companies are willing to invest in. This is why salaries of certified individuals are on an average significantly more than the non-certified colleagues. This also improves the overall corporate culture within a construction company. Because of the certified individuals, everyone knows their role and expectations within the company and exactly how teams need to work together to bring about the positive changes. Do share this video with your friends in construction industry and let me know on what topic I should make my next video. I'm a Lean and Six Sigma certified Master Black Belt, have implemented Lean in many construction industries and would like to invite you to my Lean construction training programs. How can Lean and Six Sigma be used in IT? I have implemented Lean and Six Sigma in many IT organizations and each of them have given different benefits. But 3 benefits have been common to all organizations, and they are: improvement in customer satisfaction, reduction of costs, and reduction of cycle times and project delivery times. When applied to IT operations, Lean Six Sigma aims to measure and improve both internal processes such as network speed and reliability and external processes like server response time, etc. Other projects which I have executed in IT industries are reduction of defect density and reduction of issues, on-time project delivery, reduction of rework, improvement of IT help desk services by reducing both time and errors. Lean Six Sigma also helps you to quantify the benefits of IT projects which are implemented within the organization. The Lean Six Sigma tools also help you to improve IT support services. How do we do that? By training the staff of IT companies to use Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques and apply DMAC methodology, that is define, measure, analyze, improve and control. They convert the improvement opportunities in the company to Lean Six Sigma projects and complete them to achieve their certifications as green belts and black belts. So they identify the opportunities, they convert them into the projects, and these employees, after applying Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques, improve the process and get certified. So it's a win-win situation. Lean Six Sigma helps to integrate the process excellence in an IT organization's culture to achieve CMM level 5 too. Now you may ask, strategically, what is the impact on IT organizations after implementing Lean and Six Sigma? My answer would be, Lean Six Sigma improves the efficiency of business and processes, improves the quality of the services you provide, increases the return on investment, improves workforce productivity, and reduces the project completion times. Overall, it helps the organization to deliver faster and more accurate results. To give you examples, some of the tools which have yielded excellent results are use of FMEA. It has resulted in identifying the mistakes and also preventing those mistakes from occurring. Use of control charts have helped many organizations to find the special causes and appropriately take action on it. And then identifying the difference between the common causes and special causes, these organizations have been able to take long-term improvement projects. Kano model has been used to classify the customer requirements into must-haves, good-to-have, and nice-to-have, and that has also helped the voice of customer conversion to CTQ, the critical to quality characteristics, the important characteristic, what the customer is looking for. 5 whys, it has helped many organizations to get to the root causes of many issues. So what are you waiting for? Get your Lean Six Sigma certification from Anexas right now. As they say, better late than never. When we think of Lean and Six Sigma, we automatically think of improvement. And is there any sector that doesn't have any scope for improvement? Of course not. Let me talk about Lean Six Sigma in banking and finance. I've worked in the past and implemented Lean and Six Sigma in Riyadh Bank, Deutsche Bank, Bank Muscat, and also insurance companies like AXA. And I've seen Lean Six Sigma perform wonders in all these industries. Lean and Six Sigma in loans department has reduced the cycle time to process a loan application to both mortgage and personal loans. It has also improved the credit evaluation process in account opening process. It has reduced errors and reduced the rework in processing customer applications. In retail banking, it has reduced the errors in money transfer. Imagine the time, money and effort saved after eliminating the errors. In many accounting firms, we have reduced the cycle times by doing a current state and a future state of a process by doing a value stream mapping, and we have drastically sometimes reduced the cycle times by 80 to 90%. How do we do that? In these companies, the people, the staff or the employees of the organizations are trained as green belts and black belts. So they are trained in all these tools and techniques. They will take improvement projects and they would be certified as green belts and black belts. Once they have completed the projects, naturally there's a very positive impact on the strategic business objectives of the organization. So imagine that 20 to 30 green belts and black belts doing lots of projects simultaneously, what great impact it would have on the organization. In fact, I can go on and on telling about the benefits of Lean Six Sigma in finance and banking. But if you want me to share some more case studies, then what I would request you is that please click the like button, and if I see around 1,000 likes, then I will be happy to present some case studies, and I have got many of them. So keep learning till then. Thank you. Can Lean and Six Sigma be applied to occupational health and safety? The answer is yes. How? By addressing safety in the tactical and strategic planning. Now, what do I mean by that? See, every organization has got a vision for safety, to enhance the safety, to reduce the lost time accidents, to reduce the injuries, and of course the associated pain with injuries. Now, these are the results organization wants. Rather than focusing on the results, why not focus on the processes and inputs? There's a tool called SIPOC, Supplier, Input, Process, Output, and Customer. So rather than just focusing on the output, that is improving the safety, which is important too, you have to focus on the processes and inputs, which is writing the proper standard operating procedures, building safety into the design of the project, and taking care when you write the specifications of the materials so that the result is enhanced safety. By using Lean and Six Sigma, you can improve the safety audit process by reducing the time taken to complete the audits, by reducing the time taken to close the non-conformances, and also, in fact, reduce the non-conformances themselves. This will address the needs of all the stakeholders and create a holistic and integrated approach towards managing safety.
Happy learning! Thanks for taking out time to watch this video. To learn more, check out our other videos. Link is given in the description below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and have a great day. For more information you can write to us on co@anexas.net.
The world we have created is the product of our own thinking, and we cannot improve the world without improving our thinking. The long-term chronic problems of manufacturing companies like low productivity, lower machine efficiency, high rework, high inventories, high product wastage can't be solved using only experience, logic, and intuition. You might be a good operations person, a good engineer, or an excellent operator, but you need to have basic knowledge and understanding of some problem solving and process improvement tools too. Here is how Lean Six Sigma can improve your processes in manufacturing. Lean Six Sigma is defined as a business improvement method that aims to maximize the shareholders' value by improving the quality, speed, customer satisfaction, and reduce the costs. It merges tools and principles from both Lean and Six Sigma to do this. It has become the most popular business strategies for deploying continuous improvement in the manufacturing industries. With its help, you can make sure that only essential steps remain in a process. The moment I say Lean Six Sigma techniques, high quality, low cost, increased profits, and customer satisfaction should automatically come to your mind. It is very rightly said that machines are mere pieces of metal if they cannot be made efficient. Lean Six Sigma helps you to do this. What is the core of Lean Six Sigma? It's DMAC. Yes. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. It helps you to reduce the existing problems with unknown causes. Here we train the staff of the manufacturing units as the green belts and black belts, and they convert all the problems into improvement projects. So now the difficulties become opportunities. Then they complete these projects and get certified. It's a win-win for both the organization and the employees. Now, how does Lean Six Sigma decrease the cost? Shijo Shingo said that the most hazardous waste is the waste that we do not recognize. Firstly, Lean Six Sigma focuses on removing the 7 wastes like overproduction, transportation, inventory, etc. from a process. In manufacturing sector, this step can lower the cost of a process by leaps and bounds. Secondly, Lean Six Sigma focuses on solving the problems caused by a process. Here we focus on the processes, not on people, because we believe that 85% of the problems are due to the processes and not due to the people. Defects in your product can cost your organization a fortune. So the focus is on reducing the defects by focusing on the processes. Let me talk about some Lean Six Sigma tools that can be used in manufacturing. Value stream mapping, Kanban, 5S, cause and effect analysis, control charts, DMAC, 5 Whys, Kaizen, hypothesis tests, etc., etc., etc. Let us talk about a few. 5S. A well-organized workplace becomes important if you want to eliminate waste and reduce the errors. 5S is the way to do that. Control charts. By understanding the control charts, you can understand the difference between the common causes and special causes. For special causes, you take immediate action, and for common causes, you take long-term actions. Kanban. It is a visualizing tool on maximizing the flow of goods and work without unnecessary inventory or transportation. Then we have 5 Whys. Ask why 5 times and you will get to the root cause of the problem. Hypothesis tests. They establish the relationship between the outputs and inputs, and you can get the root cause with 95% confidence. Value stream mapping. It is used for defining and assessing the movement of the raw materials from the beginning of the process to delivery to the customer. It is a way in which the current state of a process is documented and the future state is visualized. If you want in-depth knowledge about all the tools and techniques, you can always join my Lean Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt training programs. So that was about Lean Six Sigma in manufacturing. I hope you have got a clear picture about why Lean Six Sigma is so important in the manufacturing industry. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss out on our important updates on the tools and techniques of Lean and Six Sigma and even project management. Happy learning!
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, and it's a pleasure to have all of you. I'll be leaving the webinar, but if you have any questions, my team will be answering them. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yes, Abhinav, you have a question? Yeah. ISO 9000 Six Sigma on an organization professional level. Oh, okay. Bhavnish. Bhavnish, are you there? Still there? Yeah, if Bhavnish is there, I can answer that question. Okay, so I can answer this very quickly. See, quality has got 3. Just give me 1 minute. I'll open one. Yeah, so
This conference will now.
see, quality has got 3 pillars: management, quality improvement, and quality design. So quality management comprises of, when you are joining the company, they will tell you the responsibilities, organization structure, etc., SOPs, process maps, and if you follow them, so you will maintain these KPIs, etc. So maintenance of the roles, responsibility, organization structure, SOPs, process maps, and this will lead to your process operating within the specification limits of the set by the customers. So SL is separate from CL. Control, we were talking about control limits, that is the dotted line. And the customer specification limit is set by the customer. So if we are maintaining our management system, this relates to the ISO 9000. It's maintenance of a system, creating roles responsibility to satisfy the customer. This is what ISO 9000 does. But the improvement, Six Sigma is about improvement. This improvement, which just we saw. So I hope you got the picture. Yep. Yes, Abhinav is asking some question, saying, yeah, you will receive a link. You're clicking on the wrong link. You'll receive a link. Okay. Some people are telling that you directly went to the website, I think, and tried to get download the yellow belt certificate. That time you'll have to make some payment. But if you receive, you just wait for a while. You'll receive a link like in your email. That is for those who have attended the program. Okay. The other part is okay. So now let us end this session. I was just trying to answer the questions. Yeah. So session is finished. Yes. Thanks a lot. We'll just end this.